All right, hello everybody. Welcome to Just Insane 321. We are having our first gun review video today, and I have a special guest with me today. This is Red.
Hi everybody.
And we are reviewing two classics today. We have none other than a Jericho941
And a cz75.
All right, and we're just going to go ahead and safety check everything here for y'all guys, just so everyone is happy and all that good stuff. All right. Yeah, we'll give you all a nice little show of these real quick. For those of y'all who don't know anything about these guns, these are very similar, if not almost replicas of each other. This is more or less a copy or variant of the cz75, and we'll go over that in just a little bit. But yeah, so I guess we'll start off with the Jericho941. This was actually developed after this. Like I said, this is actually a copy of this. To me, this actually looks a little bit better, in my personal opinion. It's got a better chin profile, I think, than the cz75 does. But this is basically just a overbuilt version of this. And they actually even take the same magazines. For example, this is the magazine that came with my Jericho941. As you see, it fits nice and flush, hangs up real nice. This is the cz75 magazine. Fits perfect, nice and flush, ejects really well, and as you can see that it fit pretty good in his as well. Let's see, what else can we talk about with this one? This one actually does not have a safety decocker versus this one, unfortunately, so I'm not a big fan of like appendix carrying. I don't want to give myself a snub nose walking around with this thing, with one in the pipe. I don't want anything like that to happen, so I don't have a tendency to carry this. This is like my nightstand gun, all reliable. Racks back really easily. It has a big ass rear sight on it, if you can see, so it catches anything very well. There, as you can see, it's fairly easy to do. Walk that trigger back, but this one's actually cool because it was a surplus model. And it has a nice little Star of David on it. Let me see if I can get that in there. For those of y'all that don't know, the Jericho941 comes out of Israel. So this was made in the same factory as like the Uzi, the Galil, all that cool stuff. And this is actually a IMI, not an IWI, which is what they are now. So, but yeah. We'll go ahead and switch to the cz75 and, we'll have some fun and play around.
Like you said, the Jericho941 is an Israeli military surplus, and I actually prefer just the cz75 because it has a decocker. So you can actually cock the hammer, and on the side of the pistol there's a decocker here. And you could safely carry this pistol with the round in the chamber, and it'd be double action. So your first pull will be double action all the way. Your slide will go back, and then every shot after that will be in single action. And the single action is very smooth on this pistol. And the double action, I would say, is pretty stiff, but it's not a bad thing, especially when you're carrying. We mentioned that the magazines are compatible. You could just swap magazines. That's not a big deal at all. They work completely. It actually will lock back as well. I know we showed you this, but we'll show you that it will just lock back, so it will work. And another interesting thing is the holsters. So this is a cz75 leather holster outside the waistband. Fits the pistol nicely, covers the trigger guard. If you swap it and you put the 941 in there,
fits like a glove, nice and snug, like a bug in a rug.
And the same thing, this is the inside the waistband. cz75 fits really nicely. Trigger guard is covered as well. And the Jericho941 fits in there quite well.
And I actually had a 45 version of this at one point that is slightly bigger and thicker, and it still fit my Jericho holster very well. So all these family of pistols, they obviously all take the same magazines, but you can get lucky, and they'll probably fit the same holster as well. Couple interesting, cool little facts, I guess, about the 941. I wouldn't say facts, but fun little thing. If you know anything about Cowboy Bebop, this is actually what Spike Spiegel uses in that particular anime. Cowboy Bebop. But yeah, so if y'all have one of these or anything like that, you know, feel free to comment. You know, you like it, you not like it, you hate it, does it suck? When I picked this up, I think I picked it up for about $350 after tax. I want to say it was like $425, which is a bargain for something like this, a all steel frame.
Yeah, that's a good point, because this pistol,
17 round double stack magazine. Yeah, go ahead, continue. I'm sorry.
That's a good point, because this pistol easily costs double. If you're able to find one of these new, your serial number will let you know what year it was manufactured. This one was manufactured in 2020, and will easily run $600-700. That's pre-COVID.
Yeah,
now
which is a huge difference.
I'm not even sure if you can find one, and if you can, what it would go for. They're going to charge full MSRP for sure.
Yeah, this was also purchased pre-COVID as well. And the main difference is with surplus. If you don't know what that is, let me just kind of show you. It's not perfect by any means. When I got this gun, it came in with scratches, dings, nicks, scrapes, scratches. I wouldn't say gouges. I mean, everything works. Everything's fine. It's just the finish is by no means perfect. If I wanted to, I could have it refinished, but I don't want to because I like this nickel finish on this a lot. But yeah, that is a tremendous difference. I don't particularly care. I actually like surplus firearms. They're fun. They tell stories. This particular one, like if you were to get a new one of these, it won't have a Star of David on it like this particular one does, because this one came straight from Israeli, like a police defense or something like that was there. So, you know, that's one of the cool things about surplus. They have interesting markings, years. Sometimes, they'll have all kind of cool stuff on them. So that's the cool thing about surplus.
One thing we plan to do is actually do a series of range videos with these pistols and show you some grouping, show you them functioning on the range, in the field.
Yeah, we will have updates for all of these tabletops that we're doing. Like you said, we will have range updates with all these guns that we're doing. Show you how well they perform side by side, and things like that. We're actually pretty curious to know ourselves how well they do. So,
and another great comparison that will be in the future for sure is going to be comparing the cz75 with the Beretta 92.
Yes, for those of y'all who do not know.
So stay tuned.
Yeah, for those of y'all who do not know, those are Cold War competitors, which was the reason why they were both developed. So if y'all are into things like that, then, y'all should stay tuned and things like that, So if y'all have any comments, questions, things like that, feel free to leave them down. If y'all are interested in things like that, go ahead and like and subscribe. Like I said, we're going to be doing the range updates for all tabletop reviews. One of our next videos will probably be the Beretta and the cz75 and or the Zastava and Wasser 10. So if y'all are interested in
a lot to come.
Yeah,
we have a lot to go.
Yeah, we have quite a few videos planned, so y'all stay tuned and like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Thank y'all.
Bye guys.